Good morning, good afternoon, good evening. I'm SKippy and welcome to another video. Well, it's been a while since my last video, but the reason I'm making this one now is at the beginning of this week I actually went over 500 subscribers. So to all of those of you that are new, brilliant, thank you very much. But an even bigger thank you to those of you that have stayed with me. So as a result that I've hit 500, I'm going to do another build. If you've watched my other videos, you'll know that it's primarily been World War II fighters and primarily the Guillows, although I did make the Dumas Hurricane. So I want to do something different. Over the last couple of months I've been collecting a few more second-hand Guillows kits, so the large P47, I've got the B25 Mitchell, I've got the FW190, the Thomas More Scout, and also the SE.5a. Now what I want to do is a little bit different, so I'm not going to do the Fuck of the Wolf, I'm not going to do the Thunderbolt, I'm going to hold off on the twin engine Mitchell. I want to make a biplane. I don't know if you've looked at my rest of my channel videos, but a while back I used to make the 60-inch wingspan models, and I did have a thing for making World War I German biplanes. But this time I'm going to make this, the Guillow's SE.5a. So there are a few videos out there already of the SE.5a on YouTube. But none of them really go into the detail of how did they make the wings, how did they make the fuselage, how did they make the battery compartment. It's just good photos and then some really nice flying parts. So what I want to do is my usual video, do this in two or three baby parts, and do a combination of video of while I'm building the model and also some photos just to reinforce it. So yeah, I'm going to build the SE.5a. One thing I need to decide on is, with it being a biplane and the SE.5a having 4 ailerons, I need to decide, am I going to build a 4-channel model or am I going to make it 3-channel? Obviously 3 channels is much easier, it's just a throttle, it's the elevator and the rudder, and that's what the kit's set up for. And most people that I've seen have tended to just do the 3 channels. However, I like to have a little bit more manoeuvrability, so I'm going to put ailerons on this. Now I've got the 2 options for the ailerons. I can do as per the real airplane and have 4 ailerons, so 2 on the upper, 2 on the lower wing, or I could cheat and just put 2 ailerons on one of the wings, whether it's the lower wing or the upper wing. On the Fokker D7s, so the German World War I airplanes, they had the elevators only on the top wing. Same on the triplanes, top wing only. So I could do that and I could make it work, but part of me thinks, so if I'm going to do the SE.5a, I might as well do it properly. If you've got a view, should I make it 3-channel, 4-channel, 2 ailerons, 4-channel, 4 ailerons? Please feel free to leave a comment in this video. I am going to start with the wings, so don't leave it too long. And yeah, I'll get on with it. So I'll just show you a couple of pictures of what I'm thinking, and then we'll go from there. So as we look at the kit, it's another good second-hand kit. Came off eBay, really good value. And the reason I like this one, it's laser cut, and we all know that laser cut models are much easier to make, much neater. Plans, the standard plans, if you want to make the scale prop, how to lighten it, how to fit a motor in. And one thing I do notice that the ribs are quite a bit shallower than the World War II airplanes I've made, so fitting in the servo in the wing will be a bit more of a challenge. And also when you look at the fuselage, it's where to put the battery with the centre of gravity here. I want the battery relatively central as well, but obviously once the top wing's on, it makes it harder to get the hatch on and off, so I'm wondering perhaps put the hatch section here so that I can lift it up, drop the battery in, then drop the hatch back on. Something to play around and think with. We can see I'll be able to make the ailerons, elevator and rudders, no dramas at all. And it's got a nice rigging layout there as well. Not sure how to install the rigging wire or thread into the wings. That's something I need to do a little bit more research on. But yeah, when you look at the wing size, not a bad size. Ailerons are shown on here. Obviously those are to scale. If you note from my previous models, I don't do them to scale necessarily. I do it for ease of build and strength. So what I'll probably do here is again build within this rib and have that as the aileron here, this section. I'll just put a picture on just to clarify that. And the same on the top and bottom wing. So again a bit easier. Here it shows where to split the elevator and the rudder. So I'll do that as normal. And then it talks about the dihedral of the wing. Now if I'd make it 3-channel and don't have the ailerons, I'll have the dihedral in like this to help with the balance. If I do put the ailerons in, then actually I'll probably do it to scale and have a flat wing. It looks flat anyway, so I just need to double check on that. So yeah, there we go. These aren't bad condition decals, but again, I'll make my own. I haven't decided yet whether I'll do the tissue paper or the water slide decal paper myself, but I will be personalising it a little bit more. I won't be needing this, the rubber power, because it's laser cut and you can see the quality now, so much neater. These will pop out easily. In fact, some of the components have popped out already, so that won't take too long. Plastics in there, engine cowling, the pilot, the gun. I may even put the pilot in this time. Unlike my other models that I've built without undercarriage, this one has fixed gear, so I will use the gear that comes with it. And yeah, so the wood in the kit is pretty good. Obviously the condition of the stringers isn't great, but when you sand that down once it's all built, that'll be fine. Also, I've got plenty of spare stringers from previous kits. So looking at it, a nice laser cut product. I'll get cracking on this, and in the next video, all being well, I'll have made the wings and I'll have decided whether it's going to be 4 ailerons, 2 ailerons or no ailerons. Right, so going to get on with the next build, the biplane from World War One. As you can see behind me, I've still got my World War II Guillows. If you're wondering where the twin seat Spitfire is, that's in my little boy's room. He wanted an airplane on his wall, and the colours actually matched his new paint really, really well. And then just behind me here, I've got the 60-inch models, so the D7, the D8, and the DR1. And this is what I want to complement it really by building a British biplane, but obviously to the newer, smaller 30-inch scale, because I find that these fit much easier in the house and in the van when I go to the flying site. So if you like this video, if you like any of my videos, please give them all thumbs up. Any comments are greatly welcome. Thank you to all you new subscribers. Thank you to all you subscribers that have stayed with me. Please stay with me on the journey. The more subscribers we get, the better it gets. And you've seen some of the other kits that hopefully I will build in the future. Thanks very much.